What in tarnations? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to review the new Colourpop Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette with the two liners, so kind of like a mini review collection. We're going to actually compare it to the Colourpop It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette. Now these two are very similar in color scheme, so this one is more pigmented and more in your face, or this is supposed to be more pastel looking. So if you guys want to see the comparison between the two, then definitely keep on watching. Alright guys, so I do want to announce a special guest today. My friend Bob is back. He just wants to make an appearance for today's video, and I had the pleasure of picking at him all weekend long, so he is just like right there in your face. Rather annoying, but he's there and he's saying hello. Before I get into today's video, guys, I actually want to talk to you guys about something so super minor, but I just got back from reviewing, or not reviewing because I didn't review it, testing out the new Skyliner at Disney. Now this is a cool transportation mode where you go on like a skyline ski lift type of thing, and it takes you to and from different resorts to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. We get to test it out today as cast members, and oh my god, it is fantastic. It is so cool. I probably rode it around for about 2 hours before I finally got off. It is such a cool thing, and I'll put like a little clip right here for you guys.
And they love, now they want to be in a monorail.
Disney's Pop Century Resort. And
Yeah, now they're like,
Disney's
no,
Art
but
and
monorail.
Animation
I'm like,
Resort.
okay.
Could you
Thank
imagine
you for flying the
this thing
Disney
just let go
Skyliner.
and just fell right in the
Bon
water?
voyage!
I wonder if it floats.
When exiting the cabin, please supervise children. Collect Thank you for flying with us.
It's fine if they
Waits until the
But I absolutely love it. Disney's so innovative with how they're like doing different rides and, you know, transportations. I think it's so cool, and I definitely think it's going to be like a huge hit among the guests. So I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It does open up next Sunday, September 29th, but I'm so glad I got to do it today, and I had so much fun. And I am just a tad bit tipsy because afterwards we did go out to happy hours, so I'm a little tipsy, but you know what? It's all good. We're gonna have such a good time today. So Colourpop likes to roll out with a collection every single week. Why? I don't know, but I really want to know who's on the creative team, because I want to know who's sitting there with all these ideas, creating new stuff every single week. I'm like, oh my god, can y'all take like a second to breathe? Because my bank account cannot keep up with you guys. Like seriously, my bank account is struggling to keep up with you guys. Your girl is broke, and your girl is sitting here spending all her money on Colourpop. I'm like, oh my god, give me a moment to breathe, please. But I did see that Colourpop rolled out with the Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette. Now when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, this looks just like It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, which I did a review on this, kind of embarrassing, but I'll link the review right up here for you guys. And I saw this, it's like, this looks almost identical to the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, but this is supposed to be more on the pastel side. So I really want to do a comparison between the two palettes. Both retail for $12. Both have 9 shadows in the palette, and both value at $1.33 per shadow. So they're going to be the exact same, just 2 different color schemes. Now on the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, on the back of it, it does not show any colors that should not be in the eye. On the back of this one, it does show there's 4 shadows in here that are not meant to be on the immediate use of the eye area. Why they keep putting stuff like that in here, it is beyond me. But I think it also has to do with the fact that it is a pressed pigment palette, and whenever you have a pressed pigment palette, you'll have more pigmented shadows that could possibly lead to staining, and that's probably why they put that in there. But this is how the eyeshadow palette looks. Now when it comes to the ones that are not necessarily intended for the immediate use of the eye area, it's going to be Ghosting right here, followed by Filtered, Iffy, and Zoned Out. All 3 of these, plus this guy right here, are not intended for the immediate use around the eye. Am I going to use it around the eye? You can bet your pretty bottom dollar I'm going to. But I really think this is a beautiful color scheme. It's similar to It's My Pleasure pressed palette. So this is It's My Pleasure, and this is Lilac You Alot. Both are 2 monochromatic purple eyeshadow palettes. Both are absolutely gorgeous. Both are probably going to create stunning looks. Like I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be disappointed with this eyeshadow palette at all. I do love how Colourpop performs. It performs very, very well, especially for the price point. $12, and you get highly pigmented shadows, very, very like pigmented shimmers that blend so easily into each other. I absolutely adore Colourpop and their products because they do work very, very well. But I saw this and I kind of laughed and I was like, oh my god. This is the older hot sister right here, followed by the younger sister that's trying to compare to the older hot sister, going, bitch, I'm hot too, come look at me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the two together, and then I figured on this eye, I would do the Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette. On this eye, I will do the It's My Pleasure to really compare the two to see how well they perform, how well they blend. Are they very similar? Let's find out. So let's go ahead and swatch these together. Okay, guys, so I do have both swatches right here so you guys can see the comparison between the two. On this one right here, I do have the Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette, and on this one I do have It's My Pleasure. So you guys can definitely see the comparison between the two. The Lilac You Alot right here definitely has a more pastel feel to it, whereas the It's My Pleasure has more bold, vibrant colors. So on this one right here, at the very top, we do have Cloud, followed by Imagine That, followed by Ghostin', Wake Me Up, Fluff, Trainwreck, Zoned Out, Iffy, and Filtered. Now when I did put the Zone Out on me, like it literally, because it is a very highly dense pigmented shadow, it kind of crumbled in my hand, and you could tell it's really high, you could tell it's really packed into the eyeshadow palette, and you could definitely see some staining on my fingers. This is how you know that this is why it's not intended for the immediate use around the eye area, because it will stain potentially, but it's really easy to wash off. Now on this side, we do have the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette. So at the very top, we do have Kitten Fish, Do or Doe, Pretty Cool or Pretty Cruel, Bare Minimum, Earth Shine, Click It, oh, Chick It, Sandman, Fan Fiction, and Sleeper. Now I do like to put it on my arms this way because I have very, very tiny little arms and wrists, so it's just easier for me to go boom, comparison between the two, show you guys the both. But they're both absolutely stunning. I really do want to play around with these more pastel colors. I feel like these colors right here are more of everyday use and everyday wear. Or is this a little bit more bold and vibrant? I feel like you can definitely get more use out of this palette, but we shall see. We're going to do a comparison test. So on this side, like I said, I'm going to wear the Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette, and let's just see what we can create because there's some really, really gorgeous shadows in here. Alright, so for this first eye look, we're going to go into Zoned Out right here. Now this is the one that I said that when I start touching, look at all this pick up right here. That is a lot of kick up in the shadow. That's how you know that it's like literally densely packed in here. But whenever it's densely packed like that, you know it's going to be really pigmented like that. You see how highly pigmented it is? It is so pigmented, but it is absolutely beautiful. I can tell with this one, a little bit definitely goes a long way for sure. Mr. Sandman. They roll out with a new collection every single week, and I have such a hard time keeping up with it. I didn't get the whatever eyeshadow palette or the So Jaded eyeshadow palette. I don't know, it just wasn't screaming out to me. I just was like, you know, I just didn't want it, and I'm sure I missed out on something really beautiful, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with missing it. I didn't get FOMO for it, you know. I kind of want to take Ghostin' right here. I want to meet it right here on this side. See, there's like really a transition and difference between the two. Now in this collection, I did pick up this set. So I spent $20 to get this eyeshadow palette along with two gel liners. I think one is black and one's purple, or like one's like lilac color. So I'm excited to kind of like really play around with those today to see how well they do. I'm so excited because this weekend we're actually going to be spending Thursday and Friday with Paige. If you guys already know, she's a fellow YouTuber of mine over here. We're going to Disney to spend time with her this week, and I'm so beyond excited. She's so sweet. She's bringing her friends. We're gonna have such a good time. We are gonna vlog it, so you guys are gonna get to see that. Oh, I'm so excited to hang out with Paige. Oh my god, I love her. She's so sweet, so sweet. Alright, so now that color is laid down, I mean, there's only so much you can do. I think I want to go into this color, let's look at my wrist. I think I want to go into this color Fluff right here with my finger. This is one of the shimmer colors. beautiful, stunning color. And I'm gonna start to place it right here at the end. Look at that pigment. Oh, this is so pigmented. Like, that's one of the things I love about Colourpop, is that you do not need to have like any sort of wet brush to put it down, any setting spray to put it down. You can literally just take your finger and just pack it on, and it's so beautiful. There is a little bit of fallout on the cheek right here. If you guys can already tell, there's a little bit of fallout, but it is stunning. Wowza! All right, then I'm gonna go into Train Wreck right here. It's this beautiful, like almost grayish shift purple. I'm gonna start to pack that right next to it. Now, the only thing I don't like about pastel colors is that because they're so densely packed and they're so, like, I guess, trying to be on the lighter, soft side, they do tend to blend itself out the more you pack it on. So I do have to kind of go back in here and dip back into Zoned Out, tap it off a little bit, and start to place it right back here, because where my finger touched it, it just started to go poof. Bye-bye, flutter away. And I'm like, wait, where are you going? Where are you going? I didn't say you can leave this review. And it started to disappear on me a little bit, so I had to kind of like put it back. Annoying. All right, then I'm gonna take this color Cloud right here. It's this beautiful, beautiful, like light lavender shimmer. And I pack it right here in the inner corner. See, that's really pretty. It's really vibrant, but it kind of ate away at Trainwreck. So I have to kind of go back in, put Trainwreck back here just a little bit. And then Trainwreck ate Fluff, like the dingo ate your baby. Very beautiful. Very, very nice. I do like this a lot. They do kind of blend into each other a little bit, so they're not as like vibrant and pigmented as I want them to be, but that is completely okay. Now on this eye, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go ahead and take Fan Fiction right here. I'm gonna do exactly what I did in the other eye, just with obviously different colors. And yeah. This has a little bit more of like, it's purple, but like not as purpley, if that makes sense. It's like, it has purple colors in it, but then it kind of like goes like pinky-ish as well. And then I'm gonna go into Kitten Fish. I'm gonna bring that forward. Oh my God, I have to say, you guys are the absolute sweetest subscribers ever. I was at work all day yesterday, and during my break, well, not that I really get a break, I'm a server, but during my break, I did go outside to kind of just check on my phone a little bit, which I'm not allowed to do, but I went outside anyway, and you guys were literally tagging me in Jen Loves Reviews. I love Jen Love Reviews. She's so sweet, and not like I've talked to her ever, but I did love watching her reviews, and she actually said my name, and I was like, you just say Allie Dawson? I was like, rewind like 500 times around. It's like, she said Allie Dawson. You hear Allie Dawson? Yeah, I hear Allie Dawson. So do I. It really tripped me out. I was like, I can't believe she said my name. Now, she still has no idea who I am. I don't know if she really went back and like looked to see my channel. And if she did, I'm kind of like, oh God. You know, I'm not like funny like Teresa's Dead. Teresa's Dead is freaking hysterical. I love her channel. And I'm not funny like her. I'm just myself. I'm just like, please don't hate me. Please like enjoy my content. Like, I'm just myself, and I'm not good at makeup half the time, and I feel like she's gonna see that and be like, ooh, God, no, let's not review her. But I do love her channel, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna scare her away. Such a weird sensation when I hear my name coming out of other YouTubers' mouths. Like when you guys send me your channels to watch and say, hey, come check me out, I really like you to check out my videos, and yeah, I hear you guys say my name, I'm like, ah! They said Allie Dawson! It's so cool. So cool, so weird, but I live for it. All right, so I think on this side, I think I'm gonna go for, let's look at my arm. Let's look at my arm. Look at it, look at it. Ooh, let's go for Do or Do. Take that on my finger, and we're gonna put it right on the outer corner right here. I freaking love Colourpop. Like, I truly do love Colourpop. They are like such a great freaking brand. And then I'm gonna go into Earth Shine right here. The only thing I don't like about Colourpop is how small the pan sizes are, but they're still like such an incredible brand. All right, the next one we're going into is Mr. Sandman. And it's this little guy right here. And I start to pack this right on this side. These shadows feel like such butter when you touch them. They are so smooth and soft to the touch. It's no wonder that they can break very, very easily, and they can have a little bit of issues very easily, but God, man, do they perform beautifully. I am so enthralled with it. All right, so this is the two eye looks right here. Both perform beautifully, both perform so well, but I gotta tell you guys what my favorite is. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and everything off of camera, because it's gonna be my simple routine, but I'm gonna throw on my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Long Wear Foundation. And love this foundation. It is truly a miracle, at least for me and my skin, especially living here in Florida where we are like humid like there's no tomorrow. This works so freaking well for us, so I'm so excited that I found this. It's truly incredible. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on. I am gonna do a under eye, like a waterline. So I think for this eye, I'm either gonna go in with Iffy and Filtered. I'm actually mix the two together for this eye, and then on this one I think I might go back into Fan Fiction and Sleeper and kind of mix the two under this eye. So, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and throw on one of these gel liners as well. I figured the one that I'd want to do is actually the light lavender purple. So these two right here, they do come in a set. You could buy them for $18 together, or you could buy the whole bundle for literally 20 bucks. But this color right here, this is such a beautiful soft lavender, and this is in the color Crybaby. That's me on my period. And then this is the color No Shame. That's also me on my period too. And this is more of a deep purple plum right there. So let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the face off camera, and we'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts, how these two compare, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, and this is the final look. So on this eye right here for the Lilac You Alot eyeshadow palette, I actually went in with Filtered and Iffy for my lower lash line, and I kind of topped it off with Ghostin' right on, like, to blend it all together. And I also used the cream gel liner in the color Crybaby to put on like the waterline right here. And then for the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, I went in with Fan Fiction and Sleeper. God, this lid does not want to stay open. And I went in under the underwater line right there, and I also used the same liner right here for Crybaby as well. So when it comes to comparing the look, like which one is better? It is what kind of word is that? It is such a difficult decision to choose from, because both have their outstanding qualities. Both blend beautifully. They blend so well together. They have such pigment to them. They barely have fallout on the face, but man, do they have fallout in the pans. Like, they literally fall out all over the pan. This one not as much as the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette. This is just like a little, like, this is a hot mess. This palette has always been a hot mess, but it's just because there's such highly pigmented colors that they're pressed so hard into here that it causes such like fallout and cake up in the pans. But I honestly do not mind that at all. But they both have their own unique qualities that make them stand out, that makes them special. So I guess I'll start with Lilac You Alot. I feel like this is such a beautiful eye look. It is so simple, it's so elegant, and it's something you honestly could wear every day because it is such a soft eye look, and it's more of like the pastel colors. But then you have the It's My Pleasure that is so bold in your face, like, bitch, I am here, like letting you know that I'm here and I'm here to stay and I'm here to play. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's hard to choose between the two of them. I think both eye looks came out beautifully. I really like how they are. But I guess if I had to choose which palette I like more, well, this has more of colors in here that are not safe for the eye area, so that is kind of like a negative. Also, it is more on the matte pastel side. Their shimmers, they're beautiful, but they're very, very underwhelming. Like, they are beautiful. You can tell that there is a shimmer right here, but it's so lackluster compared to the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette. It just doesn't stand out. It doesn't pop. Oh my god. I just filmed this whole review looking dark. No! Ah, that's so frustrating. I just filmed this entire review. I kept looking at the camera going, why do I look so dark? My camera was on the wrong setting and I've already completed this eye look, so it's not like I can go back and fix that. But I'm gonna go ahead and preface this and say that I'm so sorry that it's gonna be darker until I realize that it's darker and then I adjusted. Ah, it's frustrating. Okay, anyways, back to the review. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated now. I'm so frustrated, but the show must go on. I must do my job. It's my pleasure eyeshadow palette. If you guys look right here, the shimmers just pop so much. Like, they have such pigment to them. And I'm not saying this one doesn't right here for the lilac one. This one just stands out more. So if I had to pick one that I feel like is the better eyeshadow palette, quality wise, I would probably say It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette, just because it does have more of a dimension. It has more dimension to it. It has more colors that can definitely go from either lighter to bolder, and the shimmers just have more of like a pop in your face. Whereas the lilac, while it is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and I truly do love the finished look of it, it is very more on the pastel, softer looking eye look, which is great for everyday normal wear. But I kind of like shimmers that really like stand out in your face. I feel like this just has a little bit more of shimmers that pop out at you compared to the lilac one. So if I had to compare which sister's the hotter sister, still the older sister. The older sister is still the hotter sister, but let me tell you right now, the younger sister, she just needs to adjust shimmer for shimmers right here and she'll be bam, the hotter sister, and she'll pop out right at your face and come out of nowhere. So yeah, I would definitely say that I like the It's My Pleasure eyeshadow palette just a little bit more than I do like the lilac one. This is still really gorgeous. I still really do enjoy it, but I just feel like this has more dimension and more pop to it. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 videos a week. Also, make sure you guys head on over to my other channels, Our Florida Life. You guys can see my cool, wonderful adventures here in Florida with my amazing fiance Corey. And as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye! Monstrosity! Just my... How does it compare to It's Just... We're gonna go... Guys, this piece... More pigmented shadows that can both are too monochromatic. Like the older... If I can get the mirror to stay. This... So, trying to follow by is Mr. Sunmond. Out of you. Hope it doesn't see right through me. Sign of the moon. We'll go most anywhere to feel where I belong.